Hello. Happy Friday. How y'all doing? Ivy, please. Shout out to Kelly for hooking me up to be able to see BTS live in LA yesterday. That was so fun. Shout out to you, Kelly, for that. That was so nice of you to think of me. But hello, everyone. We'll get there. Calm down. Y'all ready to talk about the Flash? Calm down. Where y'all be at every week? We'll get there. No, don't come in here playing with me about Titans or I'll ban you. Don't do that. Don't even do that. Because if you asking me if I'm going to watch Titans, that means you watched us react to it and you saw us say we weren't going to do that. We good. I'm just trying to finish Christmas shopping. Y'all see the tree in the background that I did with my Twitch peoples? The realest tree. I got it lit up, y'all. My Friday was cool. I slept most of the day. I mean, I'm ready to go eat. And then I'll probably come back and stream Lord Olympus on Twitch and then something else after that.
We live streaming. Go make sure the top lock unlocked.
Mm. God not gonna knock that tree over. He ain't that strong. He little. Like, that tree bigger than him. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dan Gaming J, if you didn't see the tragedy that was season 3. But once you watch it, you'll understand.
What?
Because I was going off on this person because I thought they was trolling about Titans. They was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I haven't finished season 3. I was like, oh, well, when you finish that tragedy, you might like it, though. So let me not assume. Not how to cheer, and they all right. I mean, they ready to get out of school. Why your middle son gonna call me talking about send baby pictures because he got to do a project? Then I send he talking about that ain't me. I was like, don't make me call and cuss you out while you at school. I know my children. Talking about that ain't me. He's like, I'm playing. I'm playing. I was like, don't play with me like that. Talking about that ain't me. No, you don't want your friends to think that that's you.
Where'd you see the pictures?
I sent him these two first. Look how he look. Looking dorky. And he like, that ain't me. I'm loving the Flash season 8 a lot. Like the episodes, they didn't put them 3 episodes and makes up for like all of season 7.
Everybody keeps saying that.
I mean, to me.
Everybody keeps saying that.
I'm just saying, like, I was watching anyway, though. Them probably people that would just, like, fell off and trying to come back. But, like, I'm just saying, to me, besides, like, the last 2 episodes of season 7, maybe, and, like, whatever that little 2-part thing that they do, like, these 5 episodes probably gonna crush, like, season 7. But, I mean, it's all together. I mean, every show got they bad and they good episodes or seasons, so it is what it is.
Oh, shit. We didn't even have to do a whole hour. It's only 3
When you get through talking about the Flash.
I'm not going to talk about it that long.
Okay. When everybody get to asking Trey all the Flash questions that they don't understand, that's going to be 40 minutes by itself. Trey, how is this possible? What's going on, Trey? Trey, what's done?
I don't know what to tell you.
Was it really only 3 shows? It felt like a lot happened this week and it went so fast. It really did. And then I thought about it. I was like, damn, it is only 3 shows. But shit, we just watched Young Justice before we did this. So it did feel like a lot happened, but nothing really happened at all.
And since that's fresh on our mind,
for all of y'all here that kept asking for Arcane, the first 2 episodes are on Patreon if you'd like to see them. The full reaction. Brought to you by Patreon. But, yes, Kelly, I enjoy myself. Let's see. Now I'll be asking you, Trey, how that baby become the Flash. Why you always playing?
He took
y'all
2
see guy
fingers
under the tree back there?
He took 2 fingers and shoved them up his ass. And was like,
what kind of explanation? Bruh.
Let me get speed. And then when he took them fingers, he was like,
I'm mad at you for even asking that. Ivy, please. But we could talk about I don't even know. I guess Young Justice.
Yeah, since it's fresh on our mind, let's go and get that out the way.
So this episode of Young Justice that came out yesterday was basically about like Vandal Savage and like the Lords of Chaos and Order. Like this whole thing, I'm guessing they move into like, I kind of like how they got it in little segments, but I'm assuming, like I was telling Trey, this gonna be the thing that probably bring everybody together because it seemed like it's a big deal. So one of them little diamonds from out the sky off the scale came down, and like this whole little magical wave happened over everything, and then like Clarion jetted like he was scared, and I know Vandal was looking at him like some got to be up if he ran off like that. But they showed Zatanna finally, and her students, she got 3 students, and one of them is one of the Shazam kids,
Mary.
Yeah, I watched that Bebo's Christmas special. I ain't understand it. Like, it was cool, but like, I don't know if they was trying to go for like a new Grinch. Like, I don't know. It was just like, and it was like a whole musical. I'm just like, okay, but they okay. I went mad at it, but I was a little confused. I really thought they were bringing Wale on this season. I guess not. You got so many more episodes to go though. This is not like a 13 episode show. Like, they should have like 20 something episodes. We not even like halfway in the season yet, so you don't know what's gonna happen. But they showed Dr. Fate little busted ass for a little bit. Y'all know I don't really care for him. But I'm assuming if like Dr. Fate is like one of the, what is it, the Lords of Order, and we had Clarion, then now that we got a new Chaos person, maybe they'll have like another person from the Order side. Like, I don't know them characters like that, so I don't know. But I would think if you got them two together, like Clarion and whoever the child is, whatever she's going by. Child, y'all see her pull that body apart like that? Like, from root to stem. Like, when you say from root to stem, that was the fucking definition right there. Like, she had every piece of organ, like whatever, exposed. I'm like, damn, this what we doing? Was that the bodyguard from the from the jury store? The way he was like, child, what you doing here?
That's the thing about Young Justice that I like, bro. They go for,
I would never be a security guard in the DC universe because they get fucked up weekly for no reason. It's Christmas. I'm just trying to make some extra money for my family, and then you see your dead husband body exposed on the news like this. Oh my God, John was such a good man. He just took this job to get the kids some extra. I'm sorry, this is so not funny. I'm sorry, but like, they stay fucking up security guards in DC, bro. In Gotham and everywhere else, I'm just like, please. You know it. They do that for every show people watch, and then they fall off to what they don't want. They stop watching, and then when you see the buzz online, everybody like, oh shit, let me go catch up. Let me see what's going on over there.
I ignore those people. I don't got nothing to say to you. We not in the same class, bro.
Them first 3 episodes is better than like all the Titans 3 seasons.
Like, I'm not checking for you, bro.
No, I didn't. Don't come in here spoiling shit either. Like, no, we watch it every week. I want to see no steals, no behind the scenes stuff. If I wanted to see that, I would look for it on my own.
Well,
somebody talking about stuff from the next episode already. You seen the steals from the next episode? No, I didn't, because I'm a reactor. What's the point?
You know what I'm gonna do, y'all? You know what I'm gonna do?
I was gonna be petty today. I was like, I'm gonna start spoiling y'all before y'all spoil me and see how y'all like that shit.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch a series and then I'm gonna react to it, right? And I'm just gonna spoil the series while I'm going along, and then I'm gonna show you how bland reactions are with knowing shit. I'm gonna show y'all how.
Right, I've been a Flash fan since the beginning too. I ain't going nowhere till it's over. Like, everybody have their good and bad. You got different writers every week. Like, people change out. Like, it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. But I'm enjoying it so far, so I'm gonna enjoy it while I can enjoy it.
I need to.
Not I'd rather be a security guard in DC than live in Gotham. It's about the same thing though. They both ghetto. Like, if you're a security guard, 9 times out of 10, Batman, you gonna leave with your legs and knees fucked up, or you gonna get bodied.
That's the same universe. Gotham,
exactly.
DC, like,
living in Gotham and being a security guard in DC is basically the same thing. So either way, you gonna get fucked up.
Right. You just can't live in a major city.
Right.
Really.
It sucks when you have to, like, you trying to, like, be with your peoples and your, you know what I'm saying, your community and talk about shit. And it always got to be that one person that want to act like they the first to tell you something. Like, if I wanted to know that, I could look it up myself or watch Emergency Awesome or somebody like that's gonna fucking nitpick everything so I can have all the facts and not just what you saw on the headline if I wanted to watch. Like, I could do them videos my damn self if I really wanted to. I just don't have the time. To be honest, because we be pulling shit apart when we watch it anyway.
If I wanted to be
the thing
spoiled,
about Charlie, he gets shit early, so by the time you watch it, he done already like deduced all the shit and got the video coming for you.
If I wanted to make videos like that about the Flash, I could just hit up Canada Grass.
Not Amariki.
I'd be like, hey, Canada Grass, hey, send me the pictures. I know you got some pictures. What's going on up there? And dissect them pictures.
That was interesting. That make it seem like that Vandal Savage created Atlantis. Yeah. Like, that was the name of the city that, like, the lost city of Atlantis. So that was like, that was interesting to see.
Shit, I can hit up.
Did y'all see that diamond though, bitch? That shit was 3,100 carats. I'm like, what the fuck? Then she had to name that bitch Flaw. Disrespectful, bro.
The bitch was flawed.
We were talking about Young Justice before somebody decided to try to spoil me with the Flash next week. So.
That's all good.
I like how at the end of the episode they had them two people from the future, but one of them was missing.
They probably was healing Superboy somewhere.
I ain't want to say that because like I don't want to get people hopes up, but yeah. I feel like with all this stuff that's about to go on, like I feel like if like Order and Chaos finna start busting heads.
So Vandal is related to Aquaman. So you mean
not related?
You mean Aquaman is related to
Vandal? That's his long lost relative.
Yeah.
Well, he ain't lost, but he old as hell.
Basically, all metas are related to him.
Yeah, all metas are like his family because he was the first and he made all the rest of them, and it just kept going down the line.
So, you know, that's how that works.
Now she bringing up Eternals. How long? Was that like a month ago? So Zatanna has Dr. Fate's powers. That was just an to like keep him in something. It wasn't necessarily like Dr. Fate's actual powers. That was just like she did that to him before and trapped him in that little place with all them stairs and them rooms and shit. That's not yeah. Like it probably just looked like that. She could have learned for a moment, but it's not like his power, or they would have been busting longer than that. But with what I was about to say is all this shit finna start like incorporating the magic part of the universe and stuff too. We don't know who gonna pop back up because we don't know what's gonna change or what can happen with what's coming. We don't know yet. So I just feel like this seems more serious than like the last couple of things we've been watching. You know what I'm saying? This seems like it's about to be like real serious. And then what was it April before May or like was it May the last time we watched the episode or was it like April or March? Like they jumped to May. I know it's been some weeks if not some months, but you know that's what I was wondering too. But I'm like maybe Rocket will show up in her arc because they've been kind of clumping people together. So like maybe she'll pop up during this too. Them Magic DC characters be on another level though. The shit that they be doing. But I know the name of the episode was Undo backwards, so I don't know, like, I forgot that's how they be saying they magic. Like, they be saying the words backwards or whatever, but Constantine versus Doctor Strange would be a good matchup. No. Yeah, they got Beast Boy still down bad. He got the bags under his eyes. He got to go buy, like, the sleep aids and stuff like that. So I can only imagine Magan, Magan. I don't know where she at, though, because her sister came back with her, too. And they haven't showed her anymore. So I don't know if her sister's staying at the house like where Violet and all them was staying or what. She probably...
If you go put the best, put the best. Don't put Constantine versus Doctor Strange. Put fucking Dr. Fate against Doctor Strange. No. Like, Constantine, no.
No, we don't know whose arc is going to be after Zatanna's. Like I said, when we watch stuff, we watch it. We don't go look up all that stuff. I'm just... If I happened upon it, then I happened upon it, but I don't go looking for stuff, so.
What's the name? Hawkeye?
That little demon girl about to be a whole bunch of trouble. You seen Clarion? That's what I was telling Trey in the video. I wonder if that's his sister. But I know they like other beings or whatever, so they probably don't consider it like that, but they've been around since the dawn of time. Ain't no telling. I don't know who or what. I feel like Wanda would probably win against Zatanna. Like, Wanda is on a different level.
Dr. Fate too powerful. Wow. Dr. Fate is too powerful for Doctor Strange.
Constantine can't do nothing against Doctor Strange though. He just like a regular ass magician. Doctor Strange is like on a cosmic level of magic. You have to understand that he literally like rewound time and can see shit through time and space and all that. Constantine can't do all that. What he out here, he gonna slice a goat neck and use some goat blood for some shit. That's some regular stuff. Like he ain't doing all that.
Like Dr. Fate versus Doctor Strange is
Dr.
bad.
Fate, to be honest, like he needs a vessel to even be like useful. So to me, I feel like that's a disadvantage right there. You take the vessel out, then what? Yeah. Take the hat off, then what you got? Nothing. Like Doctor Strange still Doctor Strange with or without the eye of Agamotto. So like that's why I don't fuck with Dr. Fate. Like you need a vessel. So that's why I was like, that's gonna be fucked up too if they send another like Lord of Order. Like then somebody else gonna get their body snatched because. Unless they do what that girl did, because she made her shit, like...
You know, like, that's the thing.
Inorganic.
Like, that's the thing I be trying to tell people. Like, vessels, like, it's good to have your own power. Like, without somebody in the helmet, sure, you're nothing.
Right. It's just a helmet. Just like Clarion without the cat. Like, he can't do that without the cat. Y'all seen that if y'all watch this episode. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's your weakness. Like, while you may have unlimited magic, as soon as somebody take out your vessel, like, you done.
Like, y'all have to, like, once you know somebody's weakness, it's a wrap. Like, you have to account for all these things when you, like, oh, well, Strange needs the Eye of Agamotto. No, he doesn't.
I'll watch. Thank you for the donation. Constantine is without a doubt not as strong, but Constantine hella slick and smart. Did y'all watch the movie? What I don't know what movie.
The one with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, like that? Oh no, I ain't watched that. I don't be watching no live actions or some of this stuff. That's one movie I ain't never watched.
Like
I don't like Dr. Fate, y'all. I'm sorry. Like he may be a Lord of Order, but like fuck him. That's just how I feel.
I'm like, you got a lot of people that are just their powers are their powers. I will take anybody that has their natural power. If you have to use a piece of equipment to have your power, if your power comes from something else and you don't have your power all of the time, I can't fuck with you. Because if we have to go to this off-world planet and your power is not your power, you're fucked. Give me somebody that's naturally fucking them all of the time. Oh, Billy Baxter. Oh, you gotta go over here. What if this planet doesn't conduct lightning? What the fuck are we gonna do then?
No, the Matrix.
Shazam! Shazam!
The Matrix don't come out till after Spider-Man. I think it's like right before Christmas. It's like a couple days before Christmas. The one, thank you for the donation. Hey Trey, hey Tasha, how you doing today? I do have a question about the CW. Why is he doing... Wait, what? I don't understand how you asking this. Why is he doing Do Not Get Your Chance, not Painkiller? Why does he really want to do it? I don't know what you're asking.
Trey, does this apply to Superman or the Flash without Speed Force? See, that's the thing. The Speed Force is a part of the universe. The Speed Force is a part of the universe. It's a part of the DC universe.
They recently showed.
It's a cosmic entity.
I haven't watched Justice League Dark in a minute though, so I'd have to like go back and look at it to like remember.
See that? That's the difference. It's a cosmic entity. And then at one point, Barry created the Speed Force.
Trey loves Storm.
So, I'm talking about, okay, if you go to a planet with Billy Baxter and he can't, if he says Shazam and doesn't have his power, we're fucked.
We watched Justice League Dark Apocalypse War on Twitch last year. Was that last year you watched that?
Earlier this year or last year. And you go somewhere where there's no yellow sun, Superman is useless. He was useless on Mars. You just saw this a few episodes ago. Mars is one planet away.
They can bring him back to the Flash if they write it correctly. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I always said they should have all his villains, like, try to gang up on him. Like, especially with his super speed. But I don't know what they're going to do now. They went in a direction I wasn't expecting, but we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, but even if you can't take off Dr. Fate's helmet, if you can mind fuck the host to taking it off, still, you still like at a disadvantage, cause like, if I got magic over here, and then I have you looking at the like some shit to make you want to take it off, I mean, I just feel like that's still a thing.
Hawkeye.
Talk about Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So I like this episode. I liked all of the episodes of Hawkeye, but I like this one better. So I guess thank you for the donation to one. I guess he asking why the CW didn't make like Painkiller. I don't know. I mean, that's up to them. They ain't make Green Arrow and the Canaries. I mean, it's just up in the air.
It's all about marketability. If they don't think it's marketable, they don't think they can make money for it.
I don't know why, to be honest. Like, I don't care about certain Superman. I ain't gonna say I dislike all of them. Like the one on the CW, like Tyler, I feel like I like him the most, and maybe like Henry second. But like, I just never was fond of the character itself. I just always felt like you the golden boy, you know what I'm saying? You don't do no wrong, but like you still trash low key though, because we all saw how he acted when he seen Connor when we watched Young Justice, even though he was a clone. Like, it took him 10 years to fucking get over that shit, supposedly, in this continuity. Like, I just feel like, no. And then you've seen Injustice, like, in general. We haven't seen the movie that they just did, but like, in general with Injustice, you took Lois and then he just lost his shit. So it's like, okay. But some people say they didn't like this episode of Hawkeye. They said it was boring. How was boring? They had more action in this episode than the last two combined, seem like. But that's just people, you know. It is what it is.
It's like, bro, this is the thing about, like, Kevin Feige, like, with Hawkeye was originally gonna be a movie. Kevin Feige said, no, it needs to be a TV show. He renegotiated Jeremy Renner's contract to do the episode, which is cool. And like, certain things don't need to be a movie. I can't see myself going to see a Hawkeye movie. I just can't. Real shit.
I'll watch. Thank you for the donation.
Like I mean, I don't see many people going to see a Hawkeye movie.
Damian, Connor, Bumblebee's baby. That'll be the new team. Also, I don't think Billy's Lightning follows the laws of science, and Dr. Fate is trash. I agree.
I'm just saying, like, it's...
Yeah, the trick arrows, that was fun. Like, seeing him fight old girl Echo, like, seeing her backstory, Maya. Mm-hmm. Like, her being in, like, regular school with, like, not... Her being deaf, basically, and still having to keep up with the class and not needing an interpreter at that age. Like, you know, like, that's... I feel like... That's, to me, that was like saying a lot. Like, either somebody in her house was making sure she was good, or she was just one of them kids that just wanted to work harder than everybody else to not feel like she needed to be saying that she was like disabled or something like that. You know what I mean? And then they go further to her backstory. Then she got a prosthetic, but then she out here beating the fuck out of people, like all this stuff. Like, I was impressed with her character. Now, I hate that she like in this little gray area of like right and wrong, but I get it because that's how you grew up. That's all you knew. Like, your dad was like over, like he was up high in Tracksuit Mafia. Then all of a sudden you got Uncle, who we are assuming is Kingpin, because that's the only thing that really makes sense. Like, I'm assuming he didn't get blipped and just been like working on his empire the whole time everybody else was gone or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then like that's why him and Ronin got beef, I'm sure, because that stuff with Ronin happened during the blip. So. But, and then somebody said the hotel, one of them hotel, I think the hotel her mama stayed is like
the hotel that they was at. What they did the little gala where Kate was outside with the bow tie.
Okay, I mean, so when they had the auction,
yes,
that's the one Kingpin bought in Daredevil or something like that.
Yeah, that's the one he was at in Daredevil.
Yeah, but I mean, it only makes sense that it's him 3. Though. And then I want to say, like, I don't know if Matt. I'm calling him. I don't know if Daredevil will show up in Spider-Man No Way Home, but you know, like if he does, Like them airing around the same time is like it kind of makes sense because I saw that they supposedly are doing another Daredevil show. Now I don't know
what's Daredevil last name.
Murdoch.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his fucking last
I was
name.
like,
I'm like, what the fuck is his last name?
not Clint Slender fuels me.
I'm sitting here like,
I don't care for Clint, y'all, but they really made me feel bad for this bitch this episode. Trey started laughing at me when I said that because his son called and was asking like, "It's movie marathon time, Dad?" And he was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna make it." And the little boy got quiet. He was like, "If you ain't gonna make it home for Christmas, you could just say it's cool." You know, like he was on some shit like that. He get all teared up. I'm like, please. I'm just a baby when it come to Christmas though. But they really made me feel bad for this bitch. I don't know why you confused on if Toby and Andrew gonna be in No Way Home. Just watch the movie. Why do y'all want to go see something, but you willing to spoil yourself to do that? I never understood that.
where, like I don't know what's
Isn't
wrong
gonna
with this
be
time period.
better? Like if you see and you don't know and then you see shit. Like I feel like it's gonna be a lot of cameos in that movie that nobody is talking about. Like everybody's so worried about Andrew and Garfield. I feel like we'd see Miles
Andrew and Garfield.
I mean Andrew and Toby more than anything else. But I feel like they gonna do like a Miles cameo. I feel like you probably gonna get Miles this movie. Cause if they doing 3 more movies with Tom, at some point they gonna introduce Miles. So I feel like they may like mention him or introduce him at some point in the movie. Then on top of that, like if they really doing Daredevil and then like Peter needs a lawyer, it could be Matt. It's like y'all just like ain't no telling who we gonna see. It's like a multiverse kind of situation. So we don't know who we gonna get. I'm hoping they shock us and put more people in there that we ain't know about. But you don't know that's his mom in the trailer. You don't know if that's mama because she brown, that's his mama. You don't know if that's her or not. They didn't confirm if that was Miles' mom or not. We just assumed. And we all know what assuming does.
Makes an ass out of you. I'm just saying, bro. I don't understand why I gotta know that this person is in the movie to go see. It's like, oh, if that person's not in the movie, I'm not going to see the movie. What sense does that make? The movie is starring Tom Holland. That means 100% of the movie, he's in it. There's no guarantee that Andrew or Toby is in the movie. I mean, come on, it's pretty fucking obvious.
I mean, right?
But it's like, oh, if I don't see them in the trailer, I'm not going.
Davon, you ain't shit.
What?
Can't wait to see Mephisto in the movie.
Like it's like that makes no sense. It's like, all right, Ryan, you see their villains. They've told you that these people are in the movie without telling you. They're saying, the trailer say, do you know Spider-Man? Do you know Peter Parker in your universe? Is this him? No. Who's Peter Parker in his universe? It's like y'all have to be told things like you're 2-year-olds to be like, oh, I get it. They've told you without telling you.
Well, back to Hawkeye though. I can appreciate that car chase scene with the camera spinning around like that. Like the cameraman was in the back seat losing their shit too. Like that was fun. That was like a different take on it. And then them with her shooting these arrows and not knowing what was gonna happen or what was gonna come out of them. I love the fact that he know what arrow is what. You like just, you know, you just pulling them out and shooting them because I guess you've been doing it for so many years. Like I was telling Trey in the episode, them motherfuckers get so many like good little steals of them when they shooting them arrows, how the camera be posed on them and shit. I was like, they be having good moments when they do that. I don't know how they do it when they be shooting, but like that shit be fire.
Yeah, the pimp arrow was the shit.
Yes, when I seen that, I was like, they really brought that big ass arrow down that bridge like that. I'm like, damn. Like, okay, that's one of them in case of emergency ass arrows or something, cause damn. Like, does it have a setting to make stuff smaller or bigger? Look like, does it have that setting on it, or you just shot it and didn't know? But I don't know. I like that though. Yeah, that arrow too with all the wires that started like snatching the Christmas trees. I was like, damn, what is this? I'm like,
it was a web arrow. Y'all didn't get that reference? Like,
cool, but like, I'm just like, damn.
Come on, bro. And then
Now Hawkeye want to be Laura Croft so bad.
it was a Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man 2 reference with Toby in the train. Like,
Antoine, thank you for the donation. Haven't seen y'all stream live in weeks because of the Sam's Club job. Hope y'all doing well. Enjoy y'all weekend. Thank you. You gotta make that paper. You gotta get that money. Yeah, Doctor Strange too. All the Marvel movies got pushed back next year. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. That came out of nowhere, so I don't know.
I heard speculation.
I had speculations, but I ain't. But yeah, and I'm mad because I was ready to see that shit. Because soon as No Way Home would have been over, that time would have flew by so quick to February to be able to watch that, and now we can't. So I'm just like, whatever. Now I gotta wait till May.
I mean,
now if they push the date back up because they see how ignorant people were about these Spider-Man tickets, I'm gonna be like, y'all trash because it was like a money move. Like, y'all probably was scared people weren't gonna go see it in February, and then y'all pushed it back to May thinking things may be better. And then they may move it back up like, well, shit, the way these tickets sold, we might as well go ahead and drop the movies like, normal.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it should be like Doctor Strange should be in May anyway. It's just the way Doctor Strange is set up, it deserves a May release. That's his hitter, you know what I'm saying?
But people go watch Marvel movies all around anyway with everything that was going on. But like, I feel like it's money based too, because like they was making it seem like China was trying to shut Marvel out. I'm like, bitch, don't nobody give a fuck though, because if people want to go see it, they gonna go see it. Like, they still tripping about Shang-Chi. Kate's mom fishy as fuck having a tracksuit member in her system. I think she used the Battle of New York to kill the dad. I mean, she could have a tracksuit mafia member in her computer. She works at a security place. Their whole system is to track people. So, like, anybody she's come across in a certain way would be in her system. What was suspicious was when she looked up the stepdad and then she got, like, locked out of the system or whatever like that. That was the part to me that was, like, sus. And then here he go, like, in the house with the Ronin blade, like, for what? What's wrong with you? You stuck in that too? Come here. What's wrong? You stuck. That's what it is. Hold on, y'all. I told you about scratching in these beds and then you get your fingernails caught up in here and then you hollering. You already did that downstairs. Now you're doing it up here. Ooh. Like, sir. I do feel like she did something to the dad, because I was like, he walked downstairs and this pop up and then conveniently he dead. Now she done came up. I'm like, I don't know. But like, that's fucked up if she did do that. Because I mean, she didn't do it for the dude because it's been a time gap since she met him, unless they been in cahoots this whole time and just now, like making it seem like something. But I'll be right back. Let me see something. Alright, y'all. Anything else big happened on Hawkeye so we can move to the Flash? I think that was it. I'm trying to remember how it ended. I know they ended up moving out of the little toy spot, so they finna get like a new hideout or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Trey was talking about KB Toys, talking about how old that was. I'm like, I didn't even recognize that shit. That was so long ago. Like, damn, that was a long ass time ago. I don't think nothing else happened though, right? After they did the whole Arrow Bridge thing, and then Yeah, the last part was like the house with him with the knife, with the Ronin knife or whatever. The Ronin blade.
Shang-Chi was trapped compared to what?
Who said that?
Compared to what?
Child, I don't know what y'all be watching, but all right, y'all can have that. But the uncle got bodied with the sword, so that was my like suspicions that like maybe since Clint ran into him now with the Ronin sword, he'll get suspect of the stepdad now too, cause which Con ain't explain that shit right. Kate ain't explain that shit right. Remember when they was in the cab and she was like she ain't like him cause he did something in this show and he offered me a butterscotch. Like she was like, oh yeah. And then she was like, and then when I tried to stab him in the face, he parried. I'm like, what the? He was looking at her like, what? So I don't know, but I feel like now after him pulling the knife on him at the end of the episode, he gonna look into like how he was murdered. Cause like if you been killing and slicing up New York, you gonna know your weapon, like the print, the way, you know, like however they call it, the CSI on it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna investigate that shit. But I don't know. The mom still sus to me too. But we can move on to the Flash. So if it was just like watching Black Panther, then that means you're saying Black Panther trash too? Is that what you're saying? Let me make sure before I say what I'm gonna say. let me before I assume.
Let me know when we can talk about the Flash.
Not that y'all like butterscotch though. That ain't even a point. I've eaten butterscotch. That old lady church candy right there.
Hey, is butterscotch made from butter and scotch?
It's possible.
Earbard Aloysius.
Not Aloysius. What is it? Oh. No, I haven't seen Queens. Butterscotch are like old lady church candies. That and peppermint and them little red cinnamon candies. Okay, but Black Panther and the Shang-Chi movies are supposed to be similar because, I mean, what Black Panther did for us, Shang-Chi was supposed to do for the Asian and Pacific Islander community. So that's why it's like that. But the storylines aren't the same. What's up, Isaiah? Now let me find a New Orleans sugar daddy to send me an express shipment of pecan candy. Yes, Young Justice is very good. Oh yeah, I love the strawberry candies and the red and green wrappers with the little shit in the middle. I used to fuck them up. They still sell all that shit in the store. Y'all ever had Chico sticks? And then them little peanut butter squares with the little brown lines on them? Like, y'all ain't had, like, old school candy till y'all had that shit. Black Panther probably gonna be moved back because, like, I think they had to stop production on that. I was thinking that too, that Fastos made the 10 rings, but I don't know. It's possible though. Like, he probably made them for a reason and then they probably got, like, lost in time or whatever. That was my favorite pie. I don't know because I don't eat pie like that. What's up, Tyrell? Yeah, I like Chico sticks, bro. But I like the other candies too. They like peanut something. I can't think of the name of them. But they like white and they like shaped like a rectangle and they got like brown lines on them on the paper or whatever. But I don't remember the name. Yeah, they did reference dragons and Hawkeye talking about they from another world and stuff. So yeah, that was like a Shang-Chi thing. I would still support Black Panther because at some point it's like all the movies have to like make sense because you don't have Chadwick True, but you're gonna need help from Wakanda for like what's coming next. So like you still gotta show them in some way. And then after the movie, I think we get the show, right? They're supposed to be doing a show too at some point. I don't like paydays. I don't like paydays. I don't like almond joys. I don't like none of that shit. I mean, in a way, you wouldn't need to kill Cisco because technically he ain't been popping back up in town like that. He doing his own shit at Argus, so like he may not be in the loop about what's going on. But it's interesting that they didn't have Caitlyn there though. No, I haven't watched Hometown Cha Cha Cha. I like K dramas, but I don't have time to watch them, so I haven't watched like a lot of them. And then I still got stuff I need to finish. Not is it a Zagnut? No, it's not even a candy bar though. It's like a little piece of candy, like they come in a bag of candies. It's not big enough to be a candy bar. Milk Duds do not have peanut butter in them. What the fuck? I mean, I've eaten Milk Duds, but they too chewy for my teeth. Now I've probably been to broke some trying to eat them. Not I like right Twix, but not left. What's the difference? I don't know. I used to fuck 100 grams up though. I don't know if they still make them, but I used to mess them up. I do eat the Andes chocolate mints. That's something I had to like as an adult. I didn't like them when I was younger. They don't have to recast T'Challa. It's the multiverse. They can bring a Black Panther from another universe, to be honest. And we can still celebrate our T'Challa the way we always have. No, I watched the first episode on Patreon, but I haven't watched the whole anime. No, I don't watch 911. I'll watch it when I have a chance one day. I mean, I've eaten Milk Duds, but that's not like my go-to candy because they hurt my teeth. Like they too chewy. They're like the way you gotta chew them. I had Sugar Babies a couple of months back. I haven't had them in so long. I couldn't eat them hoes like that either. Not butterscotch is my new Snickers. I don't know about all that. I haven't had Butterfingers in a while, but it's a lot of people change their recipes. This stuff don't taste the way it used to. Not right is more caramel, left is more cookie. How do y'all know that? I'm tired of y'all. Ivy, I don't be watching K-dramas with you because if I miss one day, you're going to be to finish the whole show. So what's the point? Y'all don't have patience. Like, I can come, we can watch 2 or 3 episodes, let me miss a day. You're going to be like, oh, I finished that. So what's the point of me coming? You good. You could talk about it. You got to be strong on that diet. You got to let it go. Because I was about to order some sodas and I was like, nope. I said I was done. So I just got to be done because I miss my Dr. Pepper cream sodas. Not that asking over. Well, you probably got patience for him because that's your boo. That's your bestie. And like he worked now. So you probably got to have patience for him. If y'all start a new one, y'all can let me know. And I'll see if I can watch. Now he watching you suffer. You probably done low-key watched it anyway, doing just watching it again. I didn't watch the... So the 4400 is a reboot, the one that's on now? I thought it was like a continuation. Trey will be back to talk about deflation a few, I hope, before we go. My son a little upset today. I don't know why. I need to see if he feeling well. He was fine early. I don't know what happened. For those of y'all who didn't know, I did start watching, reading Lord Olympus from the beginning on Twitch yesterday. I did like 16 chapters, so I'm going to do like 10 to 15 or so more today. when I come back from eating. If anybody wants to like follow me on Twitch and come watch. Okay now?
Yeah.
Well, all we got to talk about is the Flash. So.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I've been talking. I'm just was waiting on you to come back.
Okay.
No, this drama is week to week and 50 episodes. Not 50 episodes for the K drama. That's a lot. That's a lot of episodes. What the fuck is that? That must be new. Inspector Deck, I guess. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the donation. Hey Trey and Tasha, I hope your family is doing well. Laugh out loud, bringing me back with the old candy. Thanks for the content. Remember Butterfinger BBs? Oh, I used to fuck Butterfinger BBs up. I remember when they used to have Bart advertising them. Do he still advertise for Butterfinger?
I don't think so. I think something happened and
damn, bro. I used to remember him popping them bitches. Better not lay a finger on my Butterfinger BB. Bruh, we was talking about old school candy though, cause I couldn't think of the name of the little. I remember Chico sticks, but remember the other ones I used to get. They were like white with the brown lines on the paper, the little square or rectangle like peanut butter thing.
You couldn't see the name on it. That's the thing.
Somebody said they were just called peanut butter bars, but then people started asking about what's the other shit, Milk Duds and all that other kind of stuff. They still sell all that candy at Walmart, all that candy. Let me check Martin. I'm sorry. I see it. Thank you for the donation, Martin. I appreciate it. Can we talk about the acting this week for Flash? Cecile B, I guess you're trying to say killing it, and Candace. It's so much hate online for Cecile this week. And I'm just like, as much as she annoyed me a little bit this episode, you have to also understand that where she's coming from. She's an empath. Your almost husband, fiance, boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever you want to call it, died. So you go 6 months trying to like move on, but you still dealing with everybody else's grief on top of yours. So that's like compounded. Then when you finally probably started getting to a place where you're okay, his daughter like, oh, but he may still be alive. Like in the real world, nobody would want to open that can of worms to where like I'm leaving myself to be hurt. I'm leaving myself open to be hurt again, because you got hope that he alive, but then if he not, I got to deal with all that shit, all that grief, all y'all bullshit all over again. Hope can hurt if it don't work out the way like you wanted to. Yeah, so like I wish people like understand that it's a TV show. She's an empath. Like, bitch, how upset y'all were as a community that Joe died. Like, just think if that shit was real, how she would feel. Then having to deal with like 5+ people grief on top of that, her baby's grief, like all this kind of shit. Like telling your daughter, I know they don't show Jenna, but like, you know what I'm saying, your daughter daddy dead, like all this kind of shit. Jack's World, thank you for the donation. Hope you two doing well. Mr. Walking Dead vids. I stopped ordering fast food last month and ended up losing 25 pounds and saving a ton of money. You got this. Yeah, I mean, that's fast food money. I don't even, like, I got to start cooking. Because, like, the guy who does my son's therapy told me today that he went to Burger King. And instead of going through the drive-thru, he went in and say the lady was picking up patties with her raw hand. Like, no gloves, and then just putting patties on the burgers. And I'm like, it's COVID, bro. Like, you not even supposed to do that on a regular day before COVID happened. And you out here touching patties with your bare hands, putting them on burgers like that. Like, you ain't finna cook them. Like, these after they cook and you putting them on. Like, no, I'm good. You discovered Whataburger breakfast. You had the honey butter chicken biscuit. Child, them late nights, Whataburger used to come clutch, but they line be so ignorant. Yeah, technically, to help you lose weight, like, you're supposed to eat off smaller plates, because when you get bigger plates, you tend to make more food. So you're supposed to eat, like, on smaller plates. You're supposed to eat, like, less, but more often than, like, eating, like, big intervals. You're supposed to eat, like, 4 to 5 times a day, but, like, smaller meals and snacks and stuff like that. But it's just hard to do if you ain't used to doing that. You just gotta, like, I was about to order some Dr. Pepper cream sodas the other day, and I was like, nope, don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it, bitch. I'm back on cranberry juice, lemonade, and water. I need to start drinking regular cranberry juice, too. Not even the ones with the flavors. Not I ain't had Burger King in years. They tried to kill me. Not good morning. Hey, Omega. But yeah, the Flash, because we got going like 15 minutes or so. But like The Flash, I really enjoyed the episode, but it really caught me off guard. I feel like at every turn, I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Because you had like the first, well, you had them all in the garage. Now, I can't appreciate, it's like people overlooking the fact that Cecile was down to help Barry regardless of, you know, like she was like, he helped me through my mental shit like last season, so I'm gonna be there for him regardless. But I can also get her being upset that they're trying to open a can of worms that the shit was fake. And I can see why they wouldn't have watched the video. Nobody would want to watch somebody getting hit by a train. Like, nobody would want to watch that. So, like, but when she showed up at the rail yard and then, you know, you had the little dust particles or whatever, but nobody else could see it. It's like all this shit that they did. Think about if she didn't have that time sickness or it wasn't time for her to get, like, you know, her little treatments or whatever. Nobody would have ever knew shit. She would have just went in there, they would have played her the regular video, and that would have been the end of the story. And then Barry would have just been like, take my powers, and then we would have just been fucked. So I'm glad for her whole time sickness thing. So she had Dion come to the train station, and like she was willing to risk death to like clear her husband's name and see if her dad's still alive because she knew some shit was off. So he took this, like, whatever treatments he had been giving her out of her so she could see everything. And then it turns out it's negative steel force particles or whatever like that. Like, so are we getting all the other, like, what are they called? The forces, but, like, negative versions of them? Or are they just going to do the one because it's, like, the time shit? Like, did Thawne need to incorporate the help of all of them negatively? Like, think about it like this. This is why I think they did the family thing last season. We got tired of hearing the mama, daddy, Barry situation. It was like he created the forces, right? So they in a way had a connection. So we know Thawne is connected to the negative speed force. So does he have like that connection with the negative forces like Barry had with the positive? That's what I'm trying to get to. So like I needed to incorporate the help of all the negative forces to be able to pull off what I pulled off or whatever. But it still took time because if this, we know it's been. He didn't do it like right away. Like the shit happened over like years that he done started like setting this shit up in motion or whatever. But I'm just like, I guess when you come from the future, it don't matter. You know, 10 years, what's that? How long had he been back anyway? When he stole Harrison's body at first?
15.
So I'm like, I guess what's 10 more? I don't fucking know.
10 more upon the 30 that he's been fucking up shit? So if every... So we have the speed force, negative speed force, negative strength force.
I think we said that season 7 though. That like Cecile became a part of the Sage Force when she got hit. That's why she got like her little upgrade or whatever. Like, cause they all had their little people that they were using to do stuff. So that's possible.
So let's talk about it, like, cause I said that shit. I think I said that shit in the video with Cecile. People are.
That's how I know y'all don't watch the episodes. Somebody just asked why Jefferson showed up, and they literally said that shit like every 5 minutes. He showed up because of the injustice protocols. Everybody has a person to where if you went rogue, you have the person to help bring you back or bring you down or whatever. That person for the Flash is Black Lightning. They said injustice protocols like 10 times that episode, bruh.
That was the first few minutes of the fucking episode.
That just showed me y'all ain't
scene.
watching. That's probably somebody that's not watching and just want to know what's going on because you couldn't have watched it and not knew that.
Anyway, so I think I said that in the video about the thing you said about Cecile and how, well, maybe I said that on Twitch, how people were fucking don't understand how, I can understand, like, you have to sympathize with people. Like, that's the thing about the internet. People don't sympathize. They see a thread and they just go with it. Yeah, she wasn't making sense. Yes, she was, you know what I'm saying, Cecile trash. No, she's not. She's an empath. Feeling what Barry's going through. Having your own emotions and feeling everybody else's emotions on every day. Some of y'all can't even handle y'all own emotions. How the fuck you gonna expect to handle everybody else's emotions? Exactly. Like y'all can't do that.
Jordan, who checking on Superman and Supergirl? Why you think they had kryptonite on Batwoman? That would have been. We erased Kate, true enough, but we introducing Ryan, but we had kryptonite. That was like the whole point of that.
Like y'all are crazy. So,
like you already know that, bro.
And then the whole, like, bro, I'm like, you gonna take Joe out, but take him out by a train? That's crazy. That's some of the craziest shit I've ever seen.
But the way they did it though, I feel like stuff go over people's head too. Like he should have been too close to the edge, not watching where he going. This person bag like tripped him over the train at the exact moment that a train was coming. Like, but it was a million things that led up to that happening at that exact moment like that. Like, they put Joe in a position where the red line was 15 minutes early, and Allegra said that shit is always late.
Always.
So they made it so that whatever was going on, that they ended up coming early, that he ended up on that little edge by that person that was walking by to even be able to trip over in the shit in the first place.
So what you need to think about is initially that happened to Joe. He tripped. Let's just say he tripped and fell, and it's like, oh man, thank God that train is always late. Somebody is sprinkling, like, it's like y'all don't remember earlier seasons of The Flash and him telling Nora, give me your hand. Leave your hand right there. When she touched Barry's hand, make sure you say I do. Leaving little prints everywhere. Timeline, malleable, knowledge, intractable. These things lead up to this. Y'all don't remember these little things? It's the little things that matter.
Like, people was pissed off too, like, why would Iris ever like date Thawne or marry Thawne or whatever? Somebody also said that one of his powers in the comics is to, like, if he speed talk to people or something like that, he can mess up their mind or how they understand stuff or something like that. I don't know if that's true.
The reason he's like, y'all gotta see what's happening. He's changing time. He always wanted to be the Flash. So what's happening, what he's making it seem like is like he was always right about Barry. Mm-hmm. Like, he's the hero and Barry's the villain. That's what he's doing.
Jason, thank you for the donation.
He's making everybody believe that Barry is evil. He's switching things to make it seem like, okay, I've been right all along. I'm sorry that I had to do it this way. I had to make y'all believe it. And then he's going to turn on him in true Thawne fashion. Of course he is, because that's who he is. Do you guys
think Thawne did steal Barry's face and that's why everyone looks at real Barry all weird because they see Thawne's face? I don't think they did that for the show to make it less confusing. I just think about what he just explained, that, like, you got, like, that 10-year span to where I'm starting to make Barry look like he was originally the bad guy and then now I'm the good guy. Like, he just basically switching roles. Like, that's basically what they're doing. They trying to simplify it, because had they done it that way, it would be even more confusion. But
yeah, I mean, it's just it's real simple. I mean, I can't even say that because it's not to certain people. It's right there. It's like
Damien Dark could be one of the like negative forces or something. You never fucking know. Like, he set this up in motion how he needed it to be, so he could have put it. You got to remember, like, the forces were created last season. Like, regardless of when they ever existed before, we saw them being created last season. So if Thawne found out a way to do that negatively, then he could have that his picks and choose of whoever the fuck he wanted it to be.
And I feel like he would be the negative Sage Force, because he moves things and...
Oh, you talking about Damien?
Yeah.
I don't know who he be. I know he one of them bitches.
Well, he could be the negative Steel Force because he's held people. He held, what's her name?
But, like,
Steel,
is Dark Archer gonna show up as another one of these bitches? Like, who else showing up? If they gonna show all of them, who else can it be? What you was saying, Jordan, I missed your comment about did the negative forces come before some reason? I forgot. Like, something that Iris and somebody did. Oh, what if the negative Speed Force was a consequence of Iris and Speed Force Nora bringing back Thawne from the dead? It's possible. Like, the shit that they did last season at the end so that they could fight like, it could be. He could have used that to his advantage, realizing that some other shit was going on and started, like, putting all that shit in motion. Because we know he was pissed at the end of 7 because Barry leveled up on his ass and then he got his ass, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why they ain't gonna nip that in the bud anyway, but that's probably why Trey also said, what's the dude name who we really supposed to be fighting with the third eye?
Despero.
Despero was like, he had that villain that he let go and then it bit him in the ass later and all that stuff. It's showing you that we brought Thawne last season, and then even though we gloated, we let him go. He left, and then here we are today in this situation that we're in. Despero should fucking understand that.
Like, this, they need to do that every season. If you're gonna have 18 episodes, make sure that whatever's the first 5 episodes is connected to what happened. This is good. And yes, Martin, you're 100% right. If Barry kills Thawne in the crossover, will another version of Reverse Flash appear? Hold up. Again, that doesn't know that Barry is the Flash like in what happened in 211. Yes, that's 100% facts. Matt's version of Thawne is supposed to come back, figure out who he is, go back in time, and try to kill Barry. And then we get
I don't even remember what I said when I seen Damien Dark, but I was so ready to pull up on Damien. I was like, bitch, have we not learned from our past mistake? Do I need to call Nora? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? That's what makes me think, like, what if old boy show up too? I can't even think of his fucking name. Speedy Daddy. I can't even think of his real name on the show. Tommy Nim Daddy.
Malcolm?
Yeah, that's his name. I kept calling him Dark Archer, but like I couldn't remember his actual name from the show. Cause you know they was all in cahoots on that Legend season, so that would be cool if they brought them back for that.
Y'all,
what you read?
If I say something about the Flash, that it needs to happen, that means it hasn't happened. I would never say something needs to happen if it already happened. I would not do that. Who do you think I am? The version.
I don't know what they're gonna do with Star Labs.
The version of. Oh my God.
Was somebody asking about Reverse Flash?
Yes.
I feel like I could dumb it down because like I feel like I have to have it dumbed down for me because you be knowing it like exactly. But even if the Thawne that we're seeing now that's fucking with Barry right now isn't the one from season 2, episode 11.
That's not what I was finna say.
What you gonna say?
The one from Flashpoint already knows who he was because that was the one that was going back to that night to kill him. Remember?
Season 3?
Yes. Season 3, episode 1. He already knew who he was because he was going back to kill him.
That's why they confuse people, though, because you got 2 different faces for this character, and then it's like... Y'all keep thinking, like, Matt face versus, like, old boy face, but I'm like, it don't work like that, because it's still... Like, season 3, that was Matt, right, for a little bit.
What?
Was that Matt that you talking about in season 3? Wasn't that him that played that for a little bit when he was talking all that shit in the little cage?
Yeah, that was Matt.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the version of Thawne that we have now in the future is that same Matt, right? Or no? Not that same Matt, but that Reverse Flash with a different face.
Yeah.
So that's what I think confused people. They keep just thinking like, well, the Thawne from 211 is Matt. That's what they.
So you're saying they think the Matt, the Thawne from 211 is the one from 3-1?
Probably because it's Matt face. They probably thinking faces versus like the interaction.
That's what y'all fucking up. Y'all thinking faces and not episodes and timelines.
That's me saying it though. That may not be true.
But that's what they're doing, and you just broke it down to me like I have to break down this shit. So now I'm on the page. We in the same chapter, same page, same line, same paragraph.
We don't look for the steals for episodes. We wait to watch them since we react.
So, I get what Tasha's saying. Okay. So let me break it down because now I get why y'all get fucked up.
Thawne isn't creating his own point, his own type of flashpoint. That's why he used the negative steal force because you can mess with time and nobody knew until like even Dion didn't know. He had to look with Iris to see the shit because of her time sickness. That's why he didn't just go run and mess it up. He used the force to do it. That way it's undetectable.
Exactly.
Had Iris not been sick, nobody would ever fucking know what would have been going on.
And the thing is, Barry would have felt that. He would have sensed something. Something would have, changed. It would have been noticeable. You used the still force because it wasn't noticeable.
I don't think, if they do the negative sage force, I feel like that's going to be a lot. But I don't know. Because, I don't know. I just feel like they may just go with the negative, like, steel force or whatever. Maybe that's all they want to do because there's only 2 parts left. So, to take 2 parts and then introduce 4 characters, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like they're going to do that. They may just go with the time when the steel force or whatever. They may not have needed any of the rest of them. Because I'm pretty sure the negative forces aren't like Kumbaya.
Okay, let me break it down. Flashpoint is different from what Thawne is doing. Thawne is using another force and overlapping the timeline. This is something new that he's doing. Instead of going and changing something, he's overlapping the timeline.
Y'all think they're gonna go with Thawne trying to kill Iris? I don't know.
I think so.
That's what you think?
I think so. In episode 5, I think he's gonna try to kill Iris, and Barry's gonna kill him.
The one in the future or the one in the past? You talking about our Iris that got the time sickness? Like in 2021?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think he's gonna try to kill her. And like, I don't like. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Any version of Iris that he tries to kill, he's gonna kill him. But yeah, more than likely the one in the past, because that's how we'll get the trial of the Flash, and we'll be.
I mean, I'm ready for whatever at this point. I'm tired of that bitch though. Like, I'd run up on Thawne like a real dude. Like, bitch, your name Eobard Square.
I'm like, the thing is, like, and like, everybody that knows Barry doesn't know what's happening. They see him as Thawne because of what Thawne did. You wiping out certain things in the timeline. You making him seem crazy. That's why Barry doesn't remember things that are happening to him, because of the Steel Force. You just put little pieces.
I don't
little
think Iris
footprints.
gonna die. He may try to kill her, and then Barry probably gonna stop him. But
No, Iris is not dying, y'all.
Right.
I'm saying he's going to try to kill her. Barry's going to save her, and he's going to kill Thawne. So this should be the end of Tom's story as Reverse Flash. Now, it should be the end of Thawne's timeline. Ever. It should be it. Now, that doesn't mean we won't see another Thawne eventually. Hopefully, Max. But this should be it. This should be the battle to end all battles. Hopefully. I mean,
unless they bring Matt back to do the.
No, I'm not talking about Matt. I'm talking about Tom.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about Tom's version of Thawne. I'm hoping that this is the definitive battle that says, okay, I gotta kill you.
Who is the Mighty Morphin dude?
Iris can't be pregnant. I wish, honestly, y'all, the thing about the Flash that I honestly don't like the most is, out of all these years, we never got the Tornado Twins. That's the one thing I really wish we would have got. I mean, I feel like that would have been just great. But, you know, hey, I'm not a writer. I'm not a producer. I can't.
Well, you gotta get to go in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sad Nora doesn't get to meet Mia because I know she doesn't exist right now. I don't know how Mia fit in this either. Maybe she running around 2031 though, since that's where we at.
I don't know.
I don't know when she was born though. I don't remember all that shit like from Arrow.
Barry snapping Thawne's neck would be one of the best moments in the entire show if done right, even though another one of him will probably return. Of course, Thawne just not gone. I mean, I've stated that. Like, he...
Not if Thawne got Iris pregnant, Barry would have taken that head off on sight. They probably ain't gonna do all that though. But I mean, that would have been fucked up if they did. Cause I mean, they gotta fix it. Like, it's too much shit that's wrong. So.
But this is what I say about Thawne. Like, you didn't get faster because you couldn't. You didn't get faster. You just made him weaker. Because you knew he was doing anything to save the world and the people around him.
Can the other forces help Barry recharge though?
It's possible, but
I was wondering.
But that's up to Nora. Like, I mean, what they're gonna do is they're gonna make him train all over again, because this is why they took his speed. Listen to me, because this is why I would be great at TV. They took his speed so the week-to-week villains won't seem like a pushover.
See, if she was born
See what
in
I'm saying?
2020, then I don't know how we'd get her for this. Like, I don't understand why. I don't know. I was trying to... Somebody was saying Mia was born in 2020. Because I'm like, in 2031, she'd only be 11 then. So, like...
So
I don't
get
know.
her from the future, 2040.
I mean, I like being confused and not knowing what's going on, though. So, we'll see when it happens. We ain't got nothing but a couple more days to Tuesday. A lot of people thinking Ryan and Sophie got married because people say Ryan had a ring on. But I don't know. I mean, they wouldn't like. It wouldn't matter. We ain't gonna see Batwoman 2031. So I mean.
One question I keep wondering is everything version of Tom Reverse Flash the same as season 1? If so, how did he cheat death and make it to season 4 and so on?
I don't understand how you could pull that Barry killed Supergirl and Superman for them not to be there when Caitlyn not there either, so he killed Caitlyn too. I would think Caitlyn would be there before Kara and Supergirl.
Alright,
like they could be off world, like if they not there, like they not coming on world for nobody fucking engagement. Like,
hey, if Barry killed Superman and Supergirl, I'd love to see those scenes.
We finna go, y'all.
Show me the delete.
Right, that's why I haven't even watched Supergirl, but I pretty much feel like they off world. But we gonna get out of here, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. I'll be streaming on Twitch later. I'm sure Trey will too. So we'll catch y'all later on. Y'all be safe.